Hello everyone, my name is Anangsha Lamyan and welcome back to my channel. As you know, a lot of my videos revolve around writing on Medium, how you can become a better writer, how you can find your writing voice, and how you can use the platform to make a full-time living just by writing. And to gain more insight into this topic, I decided to talk with four writers who are in different stages of their Medium journey and who have taken various paths to reach the same destination. So, yes, I'm launching a brand new project where I'm going to converse with different writers and discuss their journeys. We are going to ask the same question and we are going to get a different perspective from each writer. The goal of the series is to understand that the destination might be same, the goal might be same to make a full-time living by writing. But the path you take to reach there is very different from each writer. And if something is not working for you, maybe it's not your fault, maybe it's just not your turn yet. You can watch the rest of the videos in this series here. And in today's video, we are going to talk about how Medium changes your writing as a writer. What are some changes these writers saw in their writing before writing on Medium and after writing on Medium? The goal of this question is to dissect and to try and understand what kind of writing works well on the platform. So here are four different perspectives from four amazing writers: Aaron Nichols, Pancho, Niharika Sodhi, and Akshay Singh. So let's hear their stories in their own words. Hi everyone, welcome to this chat. Thank you so much for doing this. So before we get started, can you please give us a little bit about, little introduction about yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and what you write?
Okay. I can start.
Yeah.
So my name is Aaron Nichols. I am a ELL teacher. I live in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. It is where the famous outlaw Doc Holliday died. I actually live about 3 blocks from his grave. So I go up there. I have a little bit of his grave dirt on my altar, and I go up there to chat with him sometimes. And I write about a whole variety of things. I think when I was looking back at it and trying to collect this sort of ethos of what my most popular writing has been, like the writing that is most identified with readers, it seems that I've been writing what I wish I had to read at the worst times of my life. So I write a lot about sort of non-traditional perspectives that have helped me. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm anti-society, but I think that we have messed up human life pretty badly, and that is a lot of what I try to write about, to kind of go back to the more evolutionary perspectives on happiness and try to return us to a more human baseline. That's, I guess, if I were to summarize, that's what I try to do.
That's so interesting. I just have one quick question. There is a quote from the brothers Karamazov, and that says that the more I love humanity, the more I start hating individual humans. Do you relate with that?
Yeah.
No, I think I love individual humans way more than I love humanity. Also, I've never read The Russians, and I think that's because they write long, miserable books about long, miserable winters,
Yeah.
and I don't. That's not really something I can identify with.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I
Yeah.
love individual people a lot more than I like groups. So
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So Akshat, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So I'm from India. My name is Akshay Singh. I'm from India. I'm a medical undergraduate, and I mostly write about mindfulness, spirituality, and I guess whatever constitutes as self-help. And yeah, I've also recently started writing about books, thanks to Anangsha's publication. Yeah, so that's it.
Akshat is
And
our
my work.
resident star of Mind Cafe, right? All his pieces are in Mind Cafe.
Yeah, but recently I'm writing less for them.
He's the
It's
son of
just too
Mind
much
Cafe.
work with the research. So yeah, that's what Niharika said to me when we first talked.
That's true. So Niharika, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Niharika and I'm from Gurgaon in India. And I've been writing on Medium since like September 2020, but I've been pretty much writing all my life. I mean, I started writing poems when I was like 6, 7 years old when I just learned words. And I have like a poem written about life. I don't know what I know so much about life. I don't know where that wisdom at 7 came from. The topics I usually write about are self-improvement and health and travel, but lately I've been writing a lot more about things I relate to. Like there's certain transitions I'm going in personally and professionally, and then I feel like whatever I'm learning, I want to share that. So lately I've been doing a lot of that. And yeah.
That's so nice. And I think the Pancho, everyone knows you, but still a little bit introduction about yourself.
That's so sweet. So I'm Dipanshu Rawal. I am usually living in Chandigarh, India, when there is no corona. But for the past few months, I'm in my hometown, and I am a life coach. I write about emotions, mindset, sometimes spirituality, and stuff around these topics. I've been writing online for the last, I guess, 6 years now, and it started on Quora, and then we shifted to, I guess, Facebook, Instagram. Now for the past almost a year on Medium, and recently a lot on LinkedIn. And that's pretty much all about me at this moment.
Right. So, all of us have been writing on Medium for about a year or maybe lesser than that. So, I would like to talk a little bit about the biggest change that you observed in your writing after you started on Medium. So, please share your experience.
Should I start again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I haven't been on Medium for a year. I've been on Medium since November. So however long that is. What's interesting is that I guess the biggest change I've observed is that I've gotten better at research, because I just shared this in a post, but so it was last summer of 2020, I sat down and wrote 28 blog posts. The reason for 28 is because I was aiming for 30, but I wrote them with pen and paper. I write everything on pen and paper, and then I dictate it, as you guys know. But I wrote them all out, and then I didn't do anything with them until November. So there was like 5 months where they just sat there. And once I started posting, I had a backlog to work from. But because of that, I don't know how much my writing has changed, other than the fact that I have gotten better at doing research, because I am still writing fresh stuff, but I'm still writing it with pen and paper. But I don't think my voice has changed all that much. I'm just better about sources, formatting, and proving what I'm saying.
I think I can relate to that because before Medium, I never knew that you had to do research to add to an article. But now I don't write a single article, even if it's about book. There's always some research involved. So yeah, I think I can relate to that. What about you, Akshay?
So I think all of you have written before online, but I actually started right away from Medium. I actually started, I think, in July. And before that, I never wrote, never in school, and I never actually wanted to be a writer. I just started on Medium because I saw people earning money, and I just wanted to give it a try. But then I always, so I don't know how my writing has changed because I didn't write before that. So, but in terms of my mindset, I think I always tell my friends that what writing has done to me, I think I wrote it in my stories, in one of my stories, that so before I started writing, my mind was like the headphones that you have in your pocket. They're all entangled, and after writing, my mind is getting unentangled. It's like I'm being more aware, more consciousness, and it's like the consciousness is off the charts that you see. And because I'm writing, like everything I write about, it's not that I actually know all that beforehand before writing. I learn through the process of writing more than I already knew. So actually try to write what I don't know about, and I think that helps me grow as a person a lot. Yeah, so that's about it.
Wow.
I really want to ask, sorry, please go ahead.
No, please continue.
Yeah.
If you joined in July, how long did it take for you to start? How long did it take for you to enter Mind Cafe?
Mind Cafe, I think a month,
Oh my God. Okay.
because I was consistent. I just wanted to get into Mind Cafe. I think it was the
Right.
big boy zone, and so I was. I never tried anything else. Ascent always used to take a lot of time, so I was very consistent. So I guess, yeah.
There is a quote I read somewhere that being a writer is a journey towards being a better thinker. So I think Akshay, what you said, it connects with that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What about you,
So I
Niharika?
always,
Yeah, sorry, please continue.
so that is why I always tell all of my friends to start writing, like not
Mm,
for the money, not for anything, but just to start writing because it helps you grow so much in
Right.
every kind of way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So with me, I think I was so used to writing on Instagram, right? For 5 years, I mean, I've written on Instagram for 3 years. It's been no, actually for 4 years. It's been very consistent, and by consistent, I mean like from like 3 to 5 times a week, and like putting up stories every day, and things like that. So I think what Medium did was add a lot of depth to my writing. I mean, Instagram is what 200 words, and I remember when I started, anything more than 500 was so difficult. I would just think, what do I write? I just had no idea how to go about it. But then it's only with practice and also more reading and seeing what others are doing. So it's only with more practice I got that habit. And I think it's really made me develop as a writer, as in like I've been writing for so long, but I never even thought of active and passive voice. But now when I see passive voice, I'm cringing that, okay, why did I just write that? This doesn't sound nice. And like that's the thing with any skill, right? When you keep on doing it, it just keeps growing. So I think Mediums really made me get back to writing after school. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah,
And
I really enjoy it.
I can also relate to that because there's one thing that I learned on Medium was the use of contractions, like you are
Right.
versus your. YOU apostrophe RE. I didn't use that before, but the American audience prefers something like that. So maybe that's one of the biggest changes also in my writing after starting on Medium.
And when you read so often, you want to improve, right? Like you
Yeah,
want to sound that good. You want to just sound that knitted, that every line, every word makes sense and it's impactful. So I think it just makes you want to improve.
absolutely. So Dipanshu, what about you?
Yeah, here's something that you could relate to. So for for the first 2, 3, 4 years that I started writing, I was writing because I was on Quora. And what Quora does to you is you get questions and you can answer them. So you have a prompt ready, somebody asking you something super specific, right? Like for example, how do you ask your crush out on a date? So these are the kind of questions that I started writing with. But anyway, Medium helped me start anything from scratch, and that's super important when you are thinking of, as a long time writer, like creating a book, creating a course, or anything for that matter. So that's probably the first thing and the most significant thing that that impacted me when I started writing on Medium, like how to start anything from zero, from scratch. Yeah, apart from that, like Akshad and Niharika mentioned, the depth, the research, the creative outflow that all this process involves. That yeah, I'm just in the loss of words because I'm having so many thoughts in my mind. But yeah, most importantly, starting anything from scratch. Number two is putting your thoughts from your head to on the screen, on the paper, where others can see that, and again backing it up with research and going in depth about one thought.
Right. So that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As I linked it before, you can watch the rest of the videos in this series here. And in the next videos, we are going to discuss some very interesting topics like dissecting the highest earning articles of all these writers, how to get into bigger publications, and what are some struggles most new writers on the platform face. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and keep following this page for more updates. Till then, stay awesome and keep writing. Bye.